15 minutes after the hour, 62 degrees in downtown Sylacauga, this 21st day of August 2024. We're joined this morning by Christy Emfinger. Christy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us this morning. Let's talk about fluoridation, fluoride in our water. You went before the City Council last night and was successful. Tell us about it.
Yes, so I've been studying fluoride, water fluoridation for about 10 years, and it really disturbed me, all the studies that are coming out.
Like what?
Like how it's causing the children in the communities to get a condition called dental fluorosis, where they'll have white spots, brown spots on their teeth. It can even get so bad that their teeth are deteriorating. And it's shown in 2015 that 41% of the adolescents in fluoridated communities had dental fluorosis, but since then it's skyrocketed to 70% of the children are affected by this. So that was concerning me, you know. And they put fluoride in the water to prevent cavities, but instead they're being overexposed, causing this condition, which the only way to correct it is veneers. So, and that's very expensive. Most families can't afford veneers. In Sylacauga, they cost about $1,000 per tooth.
I noticed that 5% of the country or the cities have fluoridation. Is that right?
Okay, only 5% of the entire world adds fluoride to the water.
And we're a part of that 5%.
And we
Sylacauga?
are a part, yes.
Wow.
Also, they fluoridate the water with something called hydrofluorosilicic acid. It is not a natural mineral. It's a byproduct, a hazardous waste of the fertilizer and aluminum industries. So that's just concerning. You know, we should be getting rid of contaminants in our water, not adding them.
I remember a guy by the name of Bo Kendrick. Years ago. He's the first one I remember talking about getting fluoride out of the water.
Yeah.
And it was never successful. You went before the City Council last night. Talk about that.
Yes. Well, I actually have went before the council before in 2015 to try to get it out. They called the state dental director to come and challenge me, and they ended up keeping it.
Challenge you?
Yes, he did. And anyway, they kept it in the water. So 9 years later here, I know so much about it just from studying and keeping up with it, what's going on in the news about it. And I said, well, I'll just try again. So I came before this council. It's a totally different council than before. So anyway, I went and I was, you know, giving my speech, and they stopped me before it was even over and said, you know, we agree, we want to get it out.
Were you shocked? It was that simple?
I was shocked, yes.
Wow.
Because of the pushback that I got last time in 2015, just to have them say, you know, they want to do what's best for our health and give us the choice of if we want to use fluoride or not, you know. It's up to each of us individually.
So how do we get the fluoride out of the water now?
Okay, so on September 5th, they're going to do a vote to go ahead and put it in motion. And then there's some bureaucracy that I'm not quite sure of that they will go through, permits and things. They have to put the order in with the Sylacauga Utilities Board, and then they'll go through all that process, and then it'll probably take a couple of months to actually get it to stop. So
it's not like you don't have anything else to do. You're a nurse, a hospice nurse, and you're very busy in helping people.
Yes.
And you go back to 2015 when you were turned down. A lot of people would have been discouraged and just said, "I'm not going to try this anymore," but not you.
Yes. Well, I mean, I believe in standing up for what's right, and if we don't speak out about injustices that are going on in our local communities, nothing will ever change or get better. So, I just really felt like, I'm passionate enough to learn about this, interested enough to learn about it, so I felt like I had to speak up.
We're talking with Christy Emfinger, who went before the Sylacauga City Council last night. The council okayed, I guess they voted to take the fluoride out of our water in the city of Sylacauga. And but there's a lot of history to this fluoridation. It goes back a long time.
Yes. So in 1945 is when the United States began water fluoridation programs. They found in Colorado there was a group of children and people in the community that had brown stains on their teeth, but they found out that, these people have less cavities. Okay, so they just decided to start fluoridating the whole United States. Now, it's up to each individual city if they want to do it or not. It's not mandated. But they started fluoridating everybody without any studies. They did no studies to see if it was safe for us. So that was disturbing, because it seems that ever since they put it in, now they've been doing the studies. So all the studies have been coming out year after year showing how it's harming people's health, such as their bones and teeth, kidneys, and people with chronic kidney disease. They cannot filter out fluoride as well as people with normal kidney function. So that's very disturbing to me that they are having a build-up.
So does it affect, Christy, older Americans more than younger Americans, or how does that work?
It can affect everyone. It really can. It lowers the function of the thyroid gland. Fluoride displaces iodine in the body, which iodine is essential for our health. It helps us make hormones. So what's happening is it's been shown to lower testosterone and to affect fertility. So there's just no getting around or getting away. You can't just deny all of the studies that are coming out, just thousands of them.
So, Christy, we got a lot of issues, not just in Sylacauga, but in our country and in our world. What do you say to people who would say, well, I don't like this, I don't like that? Would you say to them, hey, like you, speak up?
Yeah, definitely speak up for what's right. Don't just sit back. If you don't use your voice, nothing will ever change. So it doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. What matters is that you stood up for what is right and used your voice to try to improve our lives.
All right, very quickly before we go this morning, 2 or 3 bullet points of problems with fluoride in water.
Okay, well, first, it damages health. They were putting it in the water for teeth, for our dental health, but it is causing way too many other issues by ingesting it. 2, if you want fluoride, you can have fluoride. You can use toothpaste. You can also go to your dentist and ask for fluoride treatments. Or you can buy water over the counter, like at Walmart has fluoride added to it in jugs. So, and another thing is, we should have the right to choose our own health care.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow.
We should not be forced to take a dental treatment every time we drink water, take a bath, because it absorbs through the skin. you know, we should have that right as each individual person.
Wow. Christy, thanks so much for coming this morning, and thank you for standing up for what you feel is right, and it's made a difference here in Sylacauga, and we look forward to other great things happening in our city as well, and we appreciate you coming by. And if people would like to find out more about this, is there websites and stuff they can go to?
Yeah, there's a website called Fluoride Action Network. It's a good database of all the information you could ever need to know about fluoride. There's videos, articles, and all the studies are listed there. And I do want to thank our Sylacauga City Council for doing what's best for us.
Yeah. All right.
I really
Christy, thanks so
appreciate
much
it.
for joining us this morning.
All right.
And hope
Thank
to see
you
you
for
again
having
soon.
me.
And she's an artist as well. We'll talk to her again about that coming up. That'll wrap it up for me on Daybreak Live. 62 degrees. Going to be nice today with a high near 88.